I got us on this one. Welcome back, everyone, to the First Time Pictures podcast, where we review movies for the first time. My name is Julian Lizama, and this is my co-host, Anthony Ruth. And on this week's episode, we continue the series, The Lord of the Rings, with The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. And yeah, last week we reviewed Lord of the Rings and The Fellowship of the Ring. So just continuing the series in preparation to see the last one, The Return of the King, in theaters. So a quick synopsis of this movie. The Lord of the Rings and The Two Towers is the second chapter in Peter Jackson's epic adaptation of J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy masterpiece. Picking up right where the Fellowship of the Ring left off, the story follows the fractured fellowship as they pursue separate but intertwined quests. Frodo and Sam continue their perilous journey into Mordor with the mysterious and treacherous Gollum, while Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli aid the kingdom of Rohan under the corrupt influence of Saruman. Meanwhile, hobbits Merry and Pippin find themselves in the ancient Fangorn forest, where an unexpected ally begins to stir. So, yeah, that's kind of what it is. We leave off from the first movie where everyone's kind of broken up. They all go their own separate ways. Merry and Pippin get captured. Frodo and Sam, they go on their own adventure. And then we leave Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas together. And starting off this movie, like it starts off with Gandalf. He's fighting the Balrog, and he kind of has like a whole intro scene. Like, you know, he's diving down, head first down, like
starts attacking mid-air.
He's like, yeah, he's hitting the wall. He's like, he's looking badass in this scene. He's not just, you know, I think from the first one, he just dragged down dead. Obviously, we find out in this movie he doesn't die, but still, in that intro, I'm like, bro, they show him because we know, like, he's going to come back. Like,
that was such an epic intro, in my opinion. The music, like the choir.
Even the Balrog still, like, I think the Balrog's probably the best CGI thing in the whole entire series. Because they don't have another CGI type of thing out there. Yeah, so they have that intro, but then it's like, I guess Frodo's having a dream or something, because it kind of like wakes him up, and then we start off with kind of Frodo's story. And this is where I think my favorite stuff kind of starts to happen, where they run into Gollum, because like I told you in the last movie, they didn't have Gollum at all, but in this one, he's like basically a main character at this point. When you were watching it, did you not start to kind of like Gollum even a little bit? Like, did he not grow on you? Like, or is that just me?
From the books, I actually always loved Gollum, because it always portrays him as like a tortured soul, you know? So you can't just help but slightly feel bad for him. Like, you know, he's a little conniving little like weasel character, but at the same time you can tell he's just like a tortured soul.
Yeah, and he has like that split personality where he's like,
like it's almost like 100% for sure there's 50% of him that wants to do the right thing, and then 50% of him that's like pure evil, basically.
And they do that good, bro, because when the evil person like comes out of Gollum, I'm like, dude, no, like, what are you doing, bro? Come on. And then when he's like the good Smeagol, I'm like, yes, good Smeagol, good job. Like,
yes. And then since his mind is deteriorated, you can't but even though he's been alive for like over 500 years, you can't help but look at him like he's a little kid. You know, like a little psychopathic child with a split personality disorder. But I just view him as like a little 5-year-old, you know, like the impulse he has. I'm just like, this reminds me of a little kid.
And dude, like, shout out Andy Serkis, bro, because
Right.
he did Gollum so good. Like his voice, like the way, like my precious, like it's so like evil, but it's like kind of cute at the same time. Like it has that both best of both worlds type of thing. And even like when I was like looking into stuff of this movie, they hadn't really done a lot of like that motion capture stuff. So like this movie was one of its first to really do all that motion capture, to the point where like they had to shoot like one scene with the motion capture, and then one scene, with the actors just there like by themselves. So like having to shoot things so many times over so many months because you have Golem in so many scenes must have just been like so crazy. But being Adam Serkis, like on all fours, like having to make crazy eyes, like that must have been tiring.
Yeah, I heard like for the books, he recorded the audiobooks that I listened to, he narrated all three books. And he was doing Gollum's voice, and I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that like it takes a toll on his throat because he's like really putting that rasp into it, where he's, especially when he does like the little Gollum cough, like I could imagine doing multiple takes and doing all his lines must have hurt his throat so much.
In the audiobook, was he doing like the Golden voice kind of like in the movies?
Yes, he pretty much
badass.
He pretty much put on another performance. So like the Gollum in the books, from the way I heard it and the one I saw in the movie, it's literally just picture perfect adaptation. I'm like, oh, it's the same person, same character. Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, he basically had to do 2 movies then, like reading the script for 2 movies basically, because if he had to read Gollum, damn. But shout out Andy Serkis then. That gives me a bigger appreciation for him, having to read the whole thing.
He's a real one because he did all 3, bro. And then he recorded himself doing the audiobooks. So think about that. He sat there for like, I don't know, 8 hours straight and read the book from start to finish.
Oh, and he like showed his face, like.
Yeah, like reading the book. You know how much you gotta love Lord of the Rings to sit there for like 8 hours straight reading the book.
You think he did it in one take though?
I don't know. From the video I saw on YouTube, he's wearing the same clothes, same glasses. He doesn't move.
And you said he does a different voice for like most characters too, right? It's not just
like whenever Treebeard shows in the book, just like he does in the movie, he does the voice of Treebeard, and he'll make his voice like he'll mimic that super deep Optimus Prime type voice, and he has range. So he does Gollum. He does even Sam and Pippin. Like he'll make his voice a little higher, but it's not like ridiculous. Like he legit puts on such a immersive performance for those books. So yeah, he did great. And then watching him in the movie was just as good.
Andy, I know you're listening to this, so shout out you, bro. You've made it onto our respectable list.
Yeah, good job, bro. You made me proud.
Yes, we're proud of you, bro. For once. No, but he's like super pioneer. He does the motion capture for Gollum. He does the motion capture for Caesar in what's that movie? Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, Planet of the Apes. Bro, I was listening to The Weekly Planet this week, and when they mentioned Andy Serkis, they're like, yeah, and then he was every monkey ever.
Did he play all of them?
Yeah, pretty much. Like every monkey in any movie, because he did like the first
he did King Kong? Yeah, what?
Like multiple times, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He did everyone.
Every monkey ever.
Yeah.
That's actually funny. But yeah, okay, back to the movie though. Enough Andy Serkis talk. We kind of start off with that nightmare, and they're getting followed by Gollum, and then this is where I told you, bro, in my predictions from the Fellowship, I was like,
oh yeah,
I was like,
that one.
I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I called the Frodo becoming kind of evil, and I was kind of hoping. I was like, what's he gonna become? And they kind of show
Yeah.
it. I mean, I get he was defending Sam when Gollum attacks him in the beginning, and he's trying to steal the ring,
Yeah.
and then he like pulls out the sword. He's like drawed it at his neck, and he's like, "Release him." I'm like, "Oh, Sam's gonna do it." Like I knew he wasn't gonna kill him, but I was like, "Oh, he's getting dark. He's getting kind of evil." I was like, "Okay, good." Like, I just not that I want to see Frodo become evil, but like I want to see an evil Frodo. Like, like I don't want him to be corrupted, but at the same time, I just want to see what he becomes. Um, so yeah, they have that scene where he's like about to kill him, all this, and then Sam, bro, like Sam again in this movie is like overprotective dad, and I get it, but like bro's doing too much.
But he is right though. Like
okay, he
Gollum
is right.
is evil. Like he's not wrong.
No, he is right, but I was like, bro, chill. Like Sam does start to grow on me a little bit towards the end, but when I was first watching
I'm never affectionate towards you because I know
bro,
you just be like, bro, chill, bro. I'm like, I just wanna protect you.
Shut up, dude. You do not want to protect me, bro. You want to see me suffer. You would let Gollum take the ring, bro.
I am Gollum.
Okay, but are you killing Gollum in that moment though? You know what I mean? Like if you're Frodo, like, are you just ending it there, like, or are you like, I feel bad for him? Because that's what ultimately Frodo does. He's like, I feel bad for him. Like we can't
really,
let him.
Frodo represents our two sides of, or Frodo and Sam represents our two sides of like our debates all the time. Like you'll be more like the realist, like you got to do what you got to do, and I'm like, well, I like the what's the word? I guess the unrealistic ideals where like, sometimes you got to strive to do the right thing even if it will harm you, and I'm like, Sam is right and Frodo is right because
that's true.
There's a good and a bad, and Frodo is believing his good side and Sam is believing his bad side. So it's really neither of them are wrong.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, if I'm getting attacked by like this creepy ass, like, I don't even.
That's
I guess
true. That's another factor. He does not have any trustworthy traits whatsoever.
Dude, like, if I got attacked by this dude, like, while I'm sleeping, like, bro,
I wouldn't go to sleep next to him. I would probably, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I would probably kill him before. I would not be able to sleep.
Yeah. Like,
next to Gollum.
But yeah, so then Frodo's like, okay, we're not going to kill him. We can use him. He's going to be on our side. And yeah, that is kind of what I predicted. I was like, oh, if Gollum, like, joins him, like, on some Zuko stuff, which he does. And, like, I kind of didn't think I was going to like it. But, yeah, like, we were talking about.
You did call that as well. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That's the one I was like.
You said, bro, what's he going to do? Is he going to join them? And I'm like, maybe.
I don't know. But it was always like, did he join them or is he using them? Because in this movie, he kind of like almost both. Like he has that scene where, he saves Frodo out of drowning and, kills those rabbits and gives them to Frodo. So then it's kind of like, okay, is this putting on a show? Is he actually it was always confusing.
It's a cool tension element, though, because it's like you are extremely helpful, but at the same time, like, you got to watch your back.
That boy Sam, bro, he was rough, dude. Like
oh, yeah, bro. In the books, they never, ever said, yeah, and they just started kicking the shit out of Gollum and curb stomping him. They never said that. So I'm like, bro, whoever told them, like, they were too far. They never once described them just beating the shit out of Gollum like that.
Like, anytime Gollum did something, there goes Sam fucking whooping him, bro. Kicking him, pulling on his chain.
Literally. It was on site for him.
Sam had no chill, which is so funny.
Yeah.
But then like this whole movie is kind of split up into like 3 subplots basically: A plot, B plot, C plot. And so we have obviously Frodo and Sam and Gollum. Then we have Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, and then we have Merry and Pippin. So kind of those 3.
Yeah.
From those 3, did you have one that you were like more invested in the whole movie? One that you're like, I like this one better than the others?
I have to go through my experience of reading the book, because this isn't my first reaction to any of these dynamics, and the movies are like 90% tone and like character wise all the same. So if I'm being honest, no preference.
Really? He didn't care?
Because I just felt like things were developing on each side. Did you have a preference?
I mean, like, I think I really liked the whole Aragorn stuff. Like, all he was doing. Like, after this movie, I think Aragorn became my favorite character. Because...
Really?
Yeah, like...
Not surprised.
I told you, he's the bad boy Sasuke vibes. Like,
yeah. Exactly. I'm not surprised.
But bro, like, compared to the first movie, and this is already kind of it's not really a gripe about the movie, but like, this movie just felt like it was just all development. Like, it was developing the plot, developing the characters, and not like...
Are you saying the first one or the second one?
The second one. Like,
okay.
Like, there was no meat. It was just like all like steady. Versus like the first one, they're on the run. You got this new ring. You got these ring wraiths chasing you, trying to kill you. You have Gandalf over here. Like, you had all these like, what the fuck is happening? And then in this one, it's kind of like, Frodo, they're kind of walking, and Gollum does some crazy stuff, and then it's Merry and Pippin just going through the forest. Yeah, they're captured for a little, but it's just like whatever. But then, like, the only interesting stuff kind of is this whole plot of like the Aragorn, the Rohan riders. That whole plot is like where I'm like, okay, finally, like the meat of the matter is here.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think that subplot to me was just, every time I came back, I was like, okay, let me lock in.
Okay.
But that's where I was confused, and I don't know, like, when they go to Rohan, right?
Yeah.
Like is Rohan the only village of men? Is there like
I think it's just like 2 kingdoms. So like there's other villages like the Shire, like the Hobbits, but there's 2 like kingdoms, and that's Rohan and
Gondor?
Gondor, yeah. Rohan and Gondor.
So that's the only one. Like, that's the reason they went to Rohan. Like, is there only 2 kingdoms? Like, could they not ask like the 3rd kingdom? Like, that's where I was confused. I was like, who? Why are they here?
Just those 2.
Oh, you think there's only 2 kingdoms in like the whole?
I think it's the only 2 places that would have like any sort of army, like of significance. So like that's why it showed that across from Gondor was the evil wizard Saruman, and then across from Rohan was Mordor, and so like there's a villain like perfectly placed, basically like across from each kingdom. So it's like, okay, both of these places are going to be hit by these 2 villains, and I think they try to like figure out how to save that one kingdom.
Because I was very confused. I was like, who is this king? Am I supposed to be invested in him? Like, his son died, like, and they started like very, in my opinion, it was like thrown in your face, like, this guy is going to be very important all of a sudden. And so when they first, the king of Rohan, I don't know what his name was.
Was he the one who was like sickly, who was like super sick?
Yeah.
So
when they were showing him, I was like, who is this guy? They were giving me his whole life story. This is his son. These are Rohan riders. This is Rohan. And I don't think they'd introduced Rohan at all before that. At least I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, No, never mind. I think that's Gondor. Okay.
Right?
Never
So
mind.
so then I was like, who are these people? And then they become like main characters by the end of the movie. And I was like, okay, the whole movie, I was not expecting you to become main character, but you like you're main character. So I was like kind of confused because I was like, okay, when they first introduced them, I was like, oh, they're just some random village. But no, they become like the main village. So I guess it makes sense if they're like, in a triangle within each other, within Gondor, Rohan, and Mordor, and they're gonna come knocking on their door basically. But yeah, that confused me. I was like, who is this guy? The king, all this stuff. So I was kind of not invested into him. And then like
Uh-huh.
by the end of the movie, I was like, oh fuck, like I should have like been paying attention more because he's the main guy basically at the end of it.
Well,
Um,
also, it's kind of set up in the first movie because there was like a representative from each place. Like Gimli was like, do you remember when they first met up in the first movie and they're like forming the Fellowship?
yeah.
So like each kingdom and race of people had like a representative, but Gondor wasn't there because the king was being controlled by Saruman
Rohan wasn't
with
there.
that worm tongue. Oh yeah, Rohan. Yeah, sorry,
Okay. Because
Rohan wasn't there.
Boromir was
Yeah,
from.
Boromir is representing Gondor,
Did they? Oh, so
and
they
then
kind of hinted in the first one, like, oh, he's not here for a reason.
yeah, like they were isolated and not doing
Oh.
anything or getting involved. Or I don't think they say that, but it is there, or like that's why they're not there in the beginning because he's under Saruman's control.
Okay, that makes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's one of those badass scenes that kind of happens at that Rohan moment is when all the horses, are riding, and then Aragorn's like Rohan riders, and they all kind of like a
Oh
wave,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
start turning around. I wonder if that's CGI or real horses because that scene was pretty badass with all the horses just like turning, and something I saw which kind of makes me think the horses were real is because I don't know where they shot this. I don't know if it was New Zealand or where exactly it was.
Uh-huh.
But they needed people who could ride horses, and they couldn't find enough men to ride the horses. So they actually put women inside, with all the costume, and they put beards on
Oh
them and stuff.
really? Because
Yeah,
there's more women who could ride horses.
exactly. Like like
That is so
them
funny.
them girls be riding horses. So the the Rohan riders, I hope that whole scene is done practically because it looks so badass the way they all turn
It
together.
does.
And then what's his name? Freaking the main Rohan rider, what's his name? Carl Urban.
Oh yeah, from the boys.
Yeah, that dude is everywhere, bro. He was
Did
in
you
Star
recognize him or
Trek.
no?
Yes, like as soon as I was like, huh, no, like he looked so familiar. Like I had to Google him
Yeah.
mid movie, but
He
I
has
was
such a recognizable face.
bro was in Star Trek. He was in this
Thor.
movie. He was in Thor, The Boys. This dude is like a sci-fi like
I
nerd.
know. He was
Like,
Dredd. He was Judge Dredd.
oh, I don't know about that one.
Me neither. I've never seen it, but I just know he is.
But shout out him. Also, the king. We're so bad. I don't know how I don't know his name. The king of Rohan. Um,
Yeah.
that guy, that actor is that Titanic captain from the Titanic.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? When I found that out, I was like, this dude be doing stuff. He was actually
it Theoden?
Theoden. Was that the king's name, Theoden?
Yeah, Theoden. King Theoden.
Okay, King Theoden. Yeah, he
Yeah.
that actor was actually supposed to play Gandalf, which is pretty interesting. I wonder how that would have gone.
That is interesting.
Um,
You know, Christopher Lee, the guy who was Count Dooku, really wanted to play
yeah,
Gandalf.
I know. I don't know if he would have been good. He did really good as Saruman. Like he
Yeah,
has that
he's a
evil
perfect
aura.
Saruman.
Like
He did.
this is my gripe. No, I'll tell you in a bit.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a bit. So yeah, then they get Rohan, and what's his name? Wormtongue gets kicked out. And basically, they're like asking him to join their alliance. Basically, like, hey, join my team. Saruman's fighting us. And I don't know if he's just like not believing him, but like he doesn't want to join the fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's like in denial, but he's like, nah, I'm not joining the fight. We're gonna go hide.
I think it's because he didn't want to like kill people. Like he's like, if I have the choice between like sending people to their death, and we might lose this, or we could just hold it out. I'm gonna try to hold it out. So
Yeah.
it was the dumber decision though.
Is that what you would do?
Gandalf was. I don't know if you know who Gandalf is, bro. Like,
true.
Why would you not listen to him?
Does he have a reputation around the land?
Bro, yeah, everyone knows who he is. Treebeard knew him, and Treebeard's like the oldest living thing.
Okay.
On the world.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you think about it, like from a leader's perspective, like you're in charge of all these people, all their fates, and someone's coming to you with some nonsense, like go to war, basically, and you're like, damn, like I have to believe you or not? Like his son just died going to war, like a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I don't know. I was like, I thought he was gonna send the people. I thought he was gonna be like, yeah, let's go do it. But yeah, in the movie, he was just kind of like, nah. You know that girl who is like, they kind of start building this like love triangle with Aragorn.
Oh, Éowyn.
Éowyn, yeah, like they say she was barely in the books. So this one had a lot of mixing and stuff.
There's this joke where he like drank the soup, and it was like supposed to be funny because it was actually nasty. But I was like, J.R. Tolkien would never write that shit. Like, what was that? I literally clocked it immediately because I'm like,
really?
That's so. Yeah, I was like, that's such a like American little slapstick or not slapstick, but just like lowbrow humor, I guess. Like, ooh, this soup is nasty. And so I was like, that's J.R. Tolkien would not write that. And then I asked my coworker the next day. He was like, yeah, no, that was not in the book. I'm like, I knew it. I could just tell.
That's so funny. Your coworker knows though.
Yeah. I think it's been like turned into a meme as well for something, but I don't know what. I missed that.
So yeah, like a lot of stuff which dude, like every now I'm like, bro, I need to know what the book was like, you know? Like that's kind of how I felt after watching Harry Potter. Like I need to know the books, but it's like, bro, I'm not going to read like 9 books. Like I don't know if I care that much.
Do what I did, because I even downloaded the Harry Potter books.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
It would. I might listen. I'm gonna do the same thing. Listen to those and then watch the movies.
Nice, that's good. Okay, well I'll let you listen to them, so when we talk about them, you can tell me the differences. So after Rohan, they're trying to recruit these guys, whatever. We cut away to Frodo. They're still just traveling, and they end up traveling through the dead marshes where actually the original battle was fought, you know, with Sauron and the one king who cuts his arm off. Like that was that battlefield where you see the bodies inside and all of that.
Oh.
Which someone pointed out. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like the ring caused all those deaths. So now the ring kind of returns to its place where it was causing all these deaths, kind of showing like this ring, all it brings is death.
Yeah.
And then you have Frodo holding it, and he freaking falls into there. And
that made me. That's so gross, bro.
I know, right?
Such a gross visual. Dead people water.
That is gross. Shout out Gollum though. He came in clutch, bro. Right? That boy saved him.
See, he has some good. He didn't have to save him. He could have just been like, yeah.
He could have taken the ring. Where was Sam at? Right? See, we don't need that boy. All we need is Gollum. So they're crossing through there because they're almost at Mordor at that point. But before they get there, we cut back to my freaking two characters that should not be in here, Merry and Pippin. Like, their subplot was so, like, ugh, like, which I'll get into it for the next review, but in this movie, they were not as annoying as the first movie where I was like, what are y'all doing? Because in this one, they kind of didn't do anything. They were kind of just strung along. Like, stuff was happening to them.
They helped Treebeard, bro.
How did they help Treebeard?
Take down Saruman. They were more support.
He propagandized them into joining a war on their behalf, bro. which something I was reading about. So the author J.R.R. Tolkien, right? He, I think, actually was in World War II. Like, he was a part of the army. So a lot of his inspiration comes from, like, what he saw on the battlefield. Like, we were just talking about.
I think it was World War One, maybe.
World War One?
Yeah, because I think he wrote these after World War One. Okay. Which is still a crazy war to be in.
But so stuff that they were talking about was, like, he actually saw dead bodies in No Man's Land, which is, like, big, craters. So he had, like, these real visions of that, and, like, he would write about them, which is crazy to like even think about.
That was his representation of his, like, PTSD.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
if you get PTSD, you could write a good ass book.
Which is weird to think, like, that dude wrote this book, bro. Like, dude was in the war. Like,
yeah.
Like, what the heck? Like, and he wrote this banger, bro. Like, war does something to you, dude. 2 towers, bro. Which 2 towers, if you know what I mean? But yeah, so since he was in the war, he had all these, different, like, ideological views and stuff. So they were saying, like, that's propaganda for, like, how United States joined the war because, Treebeard only joined once they did something to him. Once they destroyed his forest, he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to join the war. So I was like, that's true, bro. Like, that is propaganda. Because something also that I guess Tolkien was against was industrialization,
Industrialization. Oh, so it's like a nature positive theme.
Yeah, which they kind of dig into, in the first one when they, like, are cutting down the trees for fuel, and they're like burning it all down, like, so, yeah, so whatever. We kind of jumped a little bit when they joined the war, but yeah, Merry and Pippin with freaking the Treebeards. Again, probably the biggest plot I did not care about at all. Like,
what, bro? Treebeard is so cool.
No, Treebeard is cool. Merry and Pippin, not cool.
Okay, but if you're gonna have anybody meet Treebeard, would you not choose the hobbits? The other conversation would be boring.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I was anti Merry Pippin, and I think that's how my opinion's gonna stay for the rest of this. So, whatever. They meet them, but I did like that tree part. When the tree is, like, almost consuming Merry and Pippin. I thought that was a cool aspect when they were saying, like, the trees are alive almost.
Oh, he had to, like, yell at them, like, stop, don't eat them.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny and cool. Just like, damn, these trees are crazy.
Are alive, yeah.
But yeah, then we cut to, I guess, this battle when they're going to Helm's Deep, or somewhere in between there, where Aragorn allegedly dies. Like, do you remember that from the books? Like, thinking, oh, no way he died, or was that not in there?
I don't remember him falling off the cliff.
I mean, at least me, I'm like, this dude did not die. Like, I know he didn't. So I had zero worries that he was going to die. He definitely had, like, plot armor because, like, how does the horse find him? But whatever. I'll let it slide because that's my
Bro,
boy.
that's actually like in the book, I'm pretty sure that's just the greatest horse of all time. Like they describe it like that its speed is also like 5 times like that. The speed of that horse can outrun the Nazguls and like smoke them. Like that's actually it's lore that horse is.
It's lore. He's the best horse
it's
ever.
A lore horse. Yeah, actually.
Bruh. Whatever. But I'll allow it. I agree with that. I think that's right.
Okay.
So Aragorn falls off the cliff. He goes floating down the river. He has dreams with his shoddy. That's a real ass shoddy right there. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Like, she could live forever, and she's like, nah, I'm gonna spend it with my mans. Like if your girl ain't holding you down like that, bro, like, that's not your girl. That's not your girl. Like, are you doing that? Like, would you live forever, or are you staying for your girl, bro? Like what are you doing?
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
Why is that a hard choice? Like, but I could be immortal.
It's because she had her freaking dad whisper in her ears. You know, your parents.
Literally, bro.
Parents don't want you to be happy. Aragorn gets good. He ends up. The crew all ends up pushing themselves back into Helm's Deep. At this point, I think is when Frodo, Sam, and them, they end up actually getting captured by Boromir's brother, Faramir. Which Faramir, bro, to be honest, probably my top five characters.
Oh, okay.
Like,
cool.
Like, he gets, and not in this movie. It's gonna be the next one, but in this movie, he was already kind of starting to grow on me because when he gave that speech talking about like when he kills that other war guy, he's like, you don't know if this guy, wanted to be at home relaxing, or if he had a family, or if he was corrupted. Yeah. I was like, that's true, bro. Like, again, inspiration from J.R. Tolkien's like being in a war. Like, some of these people, like the Nazis or whatever, like didn't want to do it, but they're kind of forced, or maybe they got brainwashed. And so after that speech, kind of, he started growing on me, and Frodo and Sam get captured, and then we get that scene of Gollum like eating the fish, singing his little song, like so cute Gollum. Like, he freaking
right, his little rhymes that he makes up, or his
little song. So they get captured, and then Gollum again just gets beat, bro. He gets captured, he's getting beat up again.
He gets jumped. They run a lick on Gollum, bro. They go at his ass.
Gollum can't catch a break, dude. Like, it's on. When you look like that, bro, like you gotta understand, like it's gonna be on sight for you. Like, so poor Gollum, he gets whooped. He tells them they have the ring, and Faramir is like, okay, well, we gotta take you back to my dad. Which, fuck that guy, bro. Fuck Faramir's dad.
The dad.
Like,
such a bitch.
Probably the worst villain of the whole series. Like,
right?
Unpopular
I
opinion.
have more disdain for him than the main villain.
Literally, bro. Literally. So even in this one, like, he was talking shit to his son, which I think is only in the extended edition. So people who didn't see the extended edition, you're not going to know what we're talking about. But, like, that scene where they're celebrating Boromir's, like, victory. They have the beers and all of that. And the dad's like, son, you're a failure, whatever he said. Just like, fuck you, bro. Like, such a douche to his son. Like, and he only gets worse from there. But then I think the best part, hands down, do I want to say the whole series? I don't know, but definitely the best part of this movie, the battle at Helm's Deep.
Oh, so like, good.
So clean, bro. Like, how the battle starts, like, you just hear the marching, like, boom, boom, boom in the distance.
Yeah.
The freaking elves show up. Like, what? Like, I was like, no way.
And they're archers.
Dude, I thought the miners were going to show up. Like,
oh, the dwarfs. That would have been cool. Yeah.
Like, I thought we were going to have that. So, like, are the dwarves still alive? Like, do you know? Like, are there more dwarves?
Honestly, that's cloudy to me. I can't even remember. what they're doing or where they are.
Because when they went to the meeting, I don't know if Gimli was the only dwarf there, if there was like 2 other ones with him.
Yeah.
I feel like there was. I feel like there was 2 other ones with him. But yeah,
I think you're right.
I thought there was gonna be more there, but even just like, dude, the epicness of like when they're standing there and then you hear the raindrops like on their armors, like, and you hear like all of them. It's just such a cool. And then just to start the battle, I don't know if this was in the book, but it kind of felt a little comedic trope with like the one arrow getting thrown, and then everyone's just like, "Oh, are we starting? Like, did the fight start now?" I thought that was so funny. But yeah, that fight was just so intense. Like, they're having to retreat like every so often. Get back, retreat, and they're just retreating, fighting, holding it down, retreat, holding it back, going back and forth. And then that funny part where what's his name? Gimli, he's like, throw me. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, don't tell that. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Gimli's such a funny. Yeah, toss me. I said toss me. And then when he's doing like the kill counter with
oh yeah, that's the fun banter between him and Legolas.
Yeah. And then Legolas has that one scene he's like going down, like, this is where I look over at Killian and go, really? Where Legolas
that was so extra
on the shield.
His light-skinned head ass, bro. he had to slide down on the shield.
Yeah, he shot like 4 arrows, like ding ding ding, and literally at the end kicks off of that shield to stab a Uruk-hai. Like, dude is trick shotting mid-fight. So
was that the most efficient way to do that, or
why'd you go
just flash?
And like, why'd you go down? You should have stayed up there. Like, you like
right?
You're an archer,
Everyone
bro.
Knows.
Like,
everyone knows you need the high ground.
Yeah, and then so they keep retreating. They're retreating behind this wall, behind this wall, behind this wall, until eventually like they're cornered, and this is where my gripe starts to come in. You're about to hear it, but
okay.
Gandalf shows up, right? And he shows up with the Rohan I think it's with the Rohan riders. That's who he's with, I think. Because at this point they were banished, so he went to go get them. He got the Rohan riders, and they come down charging against the other side of Saruman's army. And this is where my gripe comes in. Because why is Gandalf hand-to-hand combating? Like, that's inefficient. Bro's a wizard.
You want fireballs and
fireballs. Easy. Yes. Dude is hand-to-hand combating on a horse. Inefficient. And I think he does that for the rest of the series. He doesn't use magic to fight anybody. And I'm like, bro, you're Gandalf the White now. Bro got an upgrade and still is fighting on horseback. Like, what? So that's my biggest gripe.
There's a in movie lore reason for him not like fireballing everyone, and
it's not in the budget. That's the reason.
Okay. Well, he didn't do it in the book. They weren't saying like, and then he rapid fired lightning bolts from.
And then he fireball jutsu to everybody. Whatever. But I was just like, Gandalf, not using his resources effectively is all I'm gonna say. So, and actually shooting that scene took over 4 months, bro. Like, they had like over 100, 200 extras, having to shoot every night because it was at night, and it was raining throughout the whole time recording. So I just can't imagine shooting one scene for that, like every day, just shooting the same scene. And it's like, dude, like, respect to these actors, because I don't know how long they were filming, and they shot all 3 movies like together. Like, they didn't like take a few years, like like maybe a Star Wars movie where they'll take, like, they shot all of these movies sequentially just to get it out the way, like, be resourceful. Yeah. So shout out these guys for for doing that. It turned out to be a badass movie with the fight. And on the other side, we have the Ents. All of them. They join the fight against what's his name? Saruman? Is it Saruman?
Saruman, yeah.
Saruman, yeah. So then they're fighting at the Isengard Tower, I think is what it's called. His tower. Isengard. Yeah, Isengard. Dude, you be pronouncing the names, bro. Nice.
I heard Andy Serkis say it perfectly like a million times.
Nice. So yeah, they're fighting Isengard, and the Ents are fighting. They're chucking rocks, like just destroying these guys. They just completely wipe him out. And then I'm like, is Saruman stuck at that point? Like, can he not do anything? Yeah. Like, he can't fly away? Like, he's just trapped there? It's over? So, I guess so, because then, I guess he's trapped there. Fun fact about that one, too, like, all that water is real that you see. It's not CGI'd, because they built, like, those little model sets.
Oh, yeah. I can tell.
Really?
You see the size of the drops of like the water, and I'm like, that is scaling it for me. Like, because specifically just because in the original Superman movie, they had the same exact effect where they built like a model scale with the river. So I have it ingrained in my brain exactly what a scale like city looks like being flooded with water or like a bucket of water.
I didn't even catch it, bro. I thought it was just either CGI or nothing. So it wasn't until I saw someone explain it. But yeah, I remember that scene from Superman, the train scene-ish.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like this. There's like an earthquake and then the dam breaks and then it's about to flood a city, and then Superman throws some rocks down and saves the city.
And then probably, I think one of my favorite scenes comes after this where, so the army's marching out. They're rolling out. They're about to go fight. And then you see the Nazgul, right? Is that his name? The Nazgul?
Yeah.
Riding on something. I don't know what that dragon-looking thing is called. Do you know?
I forgot.
So he's riding on this dragon thing, and he pulls up on Frodo, and I think they're at Gondor at this point where they're fighting, and then Frodo is like tempted to, I don't know, put on the ring or just give it away. He's like tempted to do something, and then Sam comes and pushes him out the way, and then Frodo freaks out and pulls a sword out on him, just in the exact same way that he pulls a sword out in Gollum earlier. And I'm like, no, Frodo, what are you doing, bro? Like, I was like, I was actually like feeling bad for Sam at this point. I was like, damn, Sam, like this don't even fuck with you, bro. And like, here you are, like, all this. I was like, no, he turned to the dark. I thought at that point he was going to be turned to the dark side, like,
permanently.
Yeah, I thought he was done for. So, and yeah, that's kind of how the movie kind of ends. Like, we're kind of in this weird part where it's like, okay, we kind of just destroyed his army. Is the war done? What's gonna happen? Like, what's Aragorn, Legolas? What are they gonna do? And Sam, Frodo, and Gollum are still traveling, but then Gollum has, this internal, like, she's gonna kill them, and talking about somebody that we don't know yet who it is.
Yeah.
But saying she'll get him. And yeah, then they have that scene where they can actually see, I think at this point, Mordor up close. They can actually see it. So they're almost there. They're about to reach their destination. But yeah, last question. If you so far, did you have a favorite character, like number one up at this point?
Sam.
What? I know that's rage bait.
Yes. No, I swear, Sam.
What? How? Swear. He doesn't even do anything.
Like, bro, he's a real one. He's there, bro. He'll just make sure.
Yeah, but like he shouldn't be there. Like they're not even like besties.
Okay. They are though. They're huge besties.
Were they like I feel like they didn't set up like their bestie arc.
Well, yeah, they've been besties.
I don't know. Whatever. At this point, Aragorn's my guy. Like that dude is him, bro. He
basic.
Nah, bro.
Basic.
He was throwing hands with everybody, bro. Like, bro was not scared.
Unique. Bro pick someone unique, like Worm Tongue. Hell
no. All my boys hate Worm Tongue. But okay, let's get into our ratings, bro. For Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers, bro. How many towers are you taking down for this movie, bro?
10. I'd say 10.
10?
10 out of 10.
How do you go from rating the previous one 8 and this one 10?
8?
You said 8 for the previous one.
I didn't even remember that. Oh, you know what? I changed my previous one to 10 out of 10 as well.
You
vetoed. They're both 10 out of 10.
You said adaptation wise 10 out of 10, but you said because it's the first one of a trilogy, you can't give it like. So does this one go up to 9? It
back. Go back to 8 out of 10. I'm like, yeah, that's actually a good reason. Go back to 8 out of 10. This one, 10 out of 10.
Oh my gosh.
Because to me, it's less setting up and more doing. There's like all the tree beers, meaning I felt like the first one was more set up than this one.
Okay, 10 out of 10. Towers taken down. And
what about you? How many towers? Hello?
It's hard because the end scene is so good. Like I love that fight. Like everything about the fight is so cool.
Great battle.
But then like most of the movie is kind of like It's like kind of forgettable. Like, you know, the Rohan stuff. So it's like I'm gonna have to give it 7 out of 10. 7 towers.
What was your first one?
9.3.
For the first movie?
Yeah. The first movie I was like introduced to everything. It was like, oh wow, it's a spectacle. And all of this is like, okay, now I know all of that. They didn't like do much with it. And yeah, they kind of did the tree beard stuff, but I don't know. I don't know why I wasn't like, after this movie. I was just like, okay, what's going to happen next? Versus at the end of the first. And that's kind of like you said, like, you know, the second one in the trilogy kind of supposed to be a downer or set up the next thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
the Star Wars.
Yeah, the Star Wars.
I guess them first, though. Don't get mad.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
But, yeah, that's been our review of Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers. Our next episode is going to be Lord of the Rings and the Return of the King, bro. Which king is returning?
Movie.
Well, who is he? Do we know? Do we know the king? I don't know.
Is it possibly?
What?
We'll find out.
Gollum?
I have no clue.
King of the Shire?
What is that?
Find out next time on First Time Pictures, where we will be talking about Lord of the Rings and the Return of the King, guys. That's been this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a comment under our recent Instagram post and let us know.
Comment, leave a like, review it.
Let us know where Anthony's takes went wrong, guys, because we know he had a few in this one. So make sure to let him know under our most recent Instagram post. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys in next week's episode. And peace.